Welcome to this explainer. Let's dive right into the timeline of a man who permanently altered modern history.
It's crazy to think about, right? How does a super wealthy kid turn into history's most notorious terrorist?
He literally walked away from a $50 million fortune, trading ultimate privilege for self-imposed radical isolation in caves.
So the big shift started in college. Radical pan-Islamist writings completely changed his life's trajectory.
These extreme teachings pushed him to pack up and actually finance and train fighters in Afghanistan.
Then, in 1988, he formed a brand new, incredibly deadly organization called Al-Qaeda.
His violent focus really zeroed in on America after U.S. troops entered Saudi Arabia in the 90s. Kicked out of his home country and treated like an outcast, he eventually found protection in Afghanistan.
By the late 90s, his rhetoric exploded into devastating global terror attacks, putting him on the map.
Then came 19 hijackers, handpicked by him for an absolutely unprecedented and tragic attack on American soil.
9/11 caused nearly 3,000 deaths and instantly triggered a massive global war in response.
With a massive $50 million bounty on his head, the world's most intense manhunt officially kicked off.
But he vanished into the Tora Bora Mountains, slipping into Pakistan and going completely dark.
Over the next decade, his strategy completely flipped from open warfare to absolute secrecy and deep hiding.
He built a massive 38,000 square foot compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan to stay entirely off the grid.
Ironically, the supposed mastermind spent his final days trapped behind walls, obsessively dyeing his beard for videos. To avoid detection, he had zero internet. He completely relied on handwritten letters carried by trusted couriers.
But get this, years of perfect operational security were unraveled by just one careless phone call.
In May 2011, U.S. Navy SEALs finally breached the compound under the cover of darkness.
Hard drives found there showed a totally bizarre reality, a man preaching purity while secretly consuming Western media.
So, did his death truly end that legacy of violent extremism, or just scatter it to new factions?